Joining us now is Anne Herzberg, legal advisor for NGO Monitor. Hello, Anne, and thank you for joining.
Hi, thanks so much for having me.
And the ICC prosecutor made an announcement that he would issue arrest warrants to Israeli leaders, Prime Minister Netanyahu and Defense Minister Gallant, as well as Hamas leaders. Israel and the world found out about this on CNN rather than through official channels. What does this show us?
Yeah, I mean, it's quite ridiculous. It's clear this was an orchestrated political stunt by the court. From what we've learned from reports from the U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken, members of the court were actually supposed to fly to Israel yesterday to meet with Israeli officials to discuss the cases. And instead, they did not board the plane, and Karim Khan appeared on CNN announcing the filing for these arrest warrants. And then we hear a lot about this expert panel that we had not heard about before, and that Amal Clooney was involved. So clearly this was something they had been planning for quite some time and wanted to get the maximum PR effort exposure out of it.
So now let's talk about what's next. If these arrest warrants are issued, firstly, the ICC does not have jurisdiction in Israel, and there's also the principle of complementarity. Can you explain about these two elements?
Sure. So Israel does not accept the jurisdiction of the court. It never became a member of the court. But about 3 years ago, the prosecutor asked the court to authorize the ability to open an investigation in the situation in Palestine, even though the Palestinians are not a state. And in a 2-to-1 controversial decision, the court went ahead and did that. And so they have been conducting an investigation since then. So they are claiming that because the supposed state of Palestine is a territory under which they have jurisdiction, any nationals that commit supposed crimes on that territory can be tried by the courts. So that is what their purported argument is, to go after Israelis. The other key principle of the court is one of complementarity. So the court is not supposed to engage in cases where the state at issue it's only if that state is unwilling or unable to carry out investigations. And that's clearly not the case in Israel, where there is a very robust investigatory mechanism. We have a strong judicial system, and there are means in which to investigate these issues. And in fact, the one issue that they appear to be focusing on Netanyahu and Gallant for, this claim of starvation, right now the Israeli Supreme Court is looking into the issue of humanitarian aid. So it appears that in this matter also, Karim Khan has violated or ignored fundamental parts of the statute of the court.
And we're hearing Biden, as well as other world leaders, express disappointment in these warrants and support for Israel. How might these reactions from the U.S. and countries like Great Britain, Czech Republic, and Austria, how might they impact the ICC's proceedings?
Well, the ICC is an independent body. Now, Karim Khan was elected as prosecutor because he was thought to be much more sober and responsible politically, in contrast to his predecessors. But moving forward with this, that does not seem to be the case. So, although these countries have registered very strong objections, I do not think it will stop what is going on at the court. However, it is highly likely that the United States Congress will place sanctions on Mr. Khan as well as other officials at the court. And I doubt that European countries will do that, but perhaps they will not agree to cooperate with the court in this matter.
Anne Herzberg, thank you very much.